Tacoma is Fullbright's second game, and you may have played or at least heard someone else rave about their previous game called Gone Home that was released back in 2013. Just like Gone Home, Tacoma is a narrative-driven adventure game that's coming to PC and Xbox One this week. The story has you play as an AI communication specialist exploring the remains of the Tacoma spaceship. As you board Tacoma, you slowly start to learn about its 6 crew members and the events prior to and after the ship losing its oxygen supply. Through the use of futuristic security cameras that recreate just about every nook and cranny of the last 48 hours in hologram form, you learn just what happened on Tacoma and more importantly, what happened to the passengers on it. The augmented reality system is abrasive with privacy. Seeing intimate moments of genuine fear and worry between these passengers is all sold off very well thanks to the top-notch performances of the voice actors. Though the crew members aren't actually there, their hologram captures along with the actors' performances truly make it feel like you're seeing a real person's reaction to these events. Furthermore, through the exploration of their belongings, desktop and personal room recordings, you'll learn more in-depth qualities of these characters. Why they were on Tacoma in the first place, what's their motivation to survive this crisis, and just who were they before all of this happened. You'll get all that and more as you examine the interactions between these characters and the stress going on for each of them in the background. Taking place on a futuristic spaceship, the time setting is very important here. The story takes place in the near future where brand loyalty to your job is essentially a currency. While digging through the books belonging to some of the passengers and the notes on desk and in trash cans, you learn more about the world and the society that the story takes place in. While this game is solely driven on exploration and analysis, it's pretty linear in design and never did I find myself lost or frustrated trying to figure out where I was supposed to go next. The game is broken down into chamber sections that you explore bit by bit. Go down a chamber for a specific job on Tacoma, engineering, biomedical, or just the personal quarters. As you go down the chamber, you upload data left on the ship, and while the upload is happening, you get to explore said chamber. Watching the AR recordings of the passengers is incredibly easy and simple. You're able to recover recordings through the press of a button and easily navigate forward, rewind, pause, and replay recordings to your heart's content. Analyzing these recordings and recovering little information from them will help you solve minimal puzzles like finding the key to a specific drawer or learning the passcode to someone's locker. The puzzles are quite bare minimum when it comes to the difficulty of solving them, usually just requiring you to be observant or just to remember a passcode that you see right in front of you. As you finish exploring and viewing these recordings in the chamber, you head back to your upload and find it to be complete. Then you just move on to the next chamber. Slowly you'll learn just what happened to the crew and what felt like a great payoff resolution, but one that came pretty soon. In total, Tacoma's journey takes about 3 hours if you're really rushing through the story, maybe 5 hours if you're really taking your time exploring the finite background details of the crew and their personal lives. I really would have wanted a longer narrative for this game, and it ultimately left me wanting more time with the characters, specifically Sarah, who is the most standout crew member on Tacoma with their interactions with the ship's AI and being the ship medic who's trying to save everyone.
Odin, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out.
Close your eyes.
I did already.
I would have loved to see more puzzles or challenges to solve in the story too, especially in the later half because they're quite abundant in the beginning though they're simple, and they just start trickling down into fewer and fewer puzzles later on in the game. Ultimately, I felt like Tacoma was well worth playing, though I wish I had more to play. It could have definitely used a bit more puzzle scenarios in the later half of the game to help out with the pacing at the beginning of the game. In the end though, Tacoma gets my recommendation, and I definitely think anyone who's into games from Telltale or games like The Unfinished Swan, What Remains of Edith Finch, and of course Gone Home should definitely check out this game. And that's my review of Tacoma. I try to keep it as vague as possible so I don't spoil the 3 to 5 hour campaign since it's so short, but if you have any questions about the game, feel free to ask me in the comment section down below and I'll try my best to answer your question. As always, thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, consider subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next one.